Referee John Brooks has been taken off VAR duty for tonight's Merseyside derby between Liverpool and Everton and Wednesday's title clash between Arsenal and Man City after his horror gaffe to disallow Brighton a goal against Crystal Palace. On a weekend where VAR came under huge fire, Brooks chalked off Pervis Estupiñán's strike against the Eagles on Saturday, which would have been the opening goal, after drawing the offside line from the wrong defender. The line was drawn from James Tomkins rather than last man Marc Guéhi, who was standing behind him. The goal would have stood had it been correctly drawn from Guéhi instead. The match between Brighton and Palace finished 1-1, with the Seagulls going on to open the scoring through Solly March before Tomkins levelled for Palace. Andre Marriner and David Coote will assume VAR duties in his place for Liverpool v Everton tonight and for Arsenal's game against Man City on Wednesday evening, respectively. Referee John Brooks has been removed from VAR duty for tonight's Merseyside derby. Brooks drew the line from the wrong defender as he incorrectly ruled out Pervis Estupiñán's early strike. The PGMOL confirmed the news in a statement, saying, "John Brooks has been replaced as VAR for both Liverpool v Everton tonight and Arsenal v Manchester City on Wednesday evening." Andre Marriner and David Coote will assume VAR duties in his place tonight and Wednesday respectively. Due to a Monday evening fixture, appointments for the weekend's matches will be announced tomorrow. Brighton said they had received an apology from the PGMOL for the error, as was confirmed to the club by PGMOL last night. A serious error was made in disallowing Pervis Estupiñán's goal at Crystal Palace yesterday afternoon, the club said. The lines drawn in the VAR room to determine whether Pervis was in an offside position were drawn incorrectly, and the goal should have stood. While hugely disappointed by the error, the club has accepted PGMOL's apology and will not be making any further comment. Brooks was also set to be on VAR duty for Arsenal's pivotal game against Manchester City on Wednesday. Gunners fans will have been concerned by the initial news after they were victims of another howler on the same weekend. Appointments for the next round of Premier League matches are due to be confirmed at midday on Tuesday. It came on a horror weekend for VAR that saw Lee Mason fail to draw offside lines for Brentford's equaliser against Arsenal. VAR Mason should have ruled out Ivan Toney's goal against Arsenal on Saturday. PGMOL has not commented on whether Mason will be involved. He was not selected earlier this season in the round following another high-profile error he made, when he disallowed a goal for Newcastle in their home match against Crystal Palace on September 3. Video official Lee Mason was widely scolded after he failed to draw offside lines for Brentford's equaliser against Arsenal. Christian Norgard was in an offside position when he crossed for Ivan Toney, and the goal would have been ruled out if the VAR lines had been drawn. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta was left incredulous and claimed the rules must have been changed for the goal to remain standing. As the heat was turned up on VAR this weekend, Chelsea were also victims of a controversy after Tomas Sosek appeared to handle the ball in the area during their 1-1 draw on Saturday. Chelsea were not awarded a spot kick against West Ham when Tomas Sosek blatantly handled the ball inside the penalty area because his arm was going to break his fall, but in a move that will have left the Blues fuming. The PGMOL claimed no penalty was given as the midfielder's arm was going to break his fall. The animosity towards the video technology saw Sportsmail columnist Martin Keown questioning whether the Premier League should suspend VAR following the string of high-profile errors. Is it getting to the stage where we have to suspend VAR until we get it absolutely right? These mistakes are glaring, the ex-Arsenal defender said whilst appearing on talkSPORT. To forget to put a line in, I mean I am trying to look at a comparable of that in any other job or walk of life. Martin Keown questioned whether the Premier League should suspend VAR after the weekend. Obviously we want to progress in the Premier League, want to be groundbreaking and lead the way. But you have to look at the process, these individual decisions. Have we got enough people in the actual booths? Maybe they need to look at the system here and more people need to be involved to make the right decision. Because it has lasting effects. Offside is offside. This is the one area they told us they can't make mistakes. And they're making glaring mistakes. Sportsmail reported on Sunday that refereeing chief Howard Webb had called an emergency meeting and was considering axing both Brooks and Mason for their glaring mistakes. The new chief was forced to contact the Gunners and European hopefuls Brighton to acknowledge significant errors in the VAR process, according to ref's body PGMOL. Their statement added, both incidents, which were due to human error and related to the analysis of offside situations, are being thoroughly reviewed. Howard Webb has acted after calling officials to an emergency meeting after two VAR howlers on Saturday.